So today is Masters of the Universe Play Day. So my top 4 action figures for Masters of the Universe He-Man. So let's start with the more classic He-Man and Battle Cat action figures. So this is my go-to display and play piece. So actually this I prefer because it takes less space compared to the Revelations one. And the articulation points, even though the stuck He-Man action figure and the Battle Cat is also stuck, the points of articulation are already decent. So the only thing that I did extra for this action figure, for the He-Man I mean, was to form the whole power sword. So I love this version better with the purple and the silver on the other side. So I took the Skeletor power sword and attached it to the side of He-Man. But if just in case I want a more silver looking piece and less thicker than this, so I still have this. So actually I have multiple copies of this guy, the other variant. Okay, so once again, this is my classic go-to He-Man and Battle Cat combo. Masters of the Universe Revelations He-Man, but this already has a different flavor. So if you're wondering the difference, it's going to be the accessories that is on the action figure. So chest harness would be different, axe would be different, the power sword is going to be different. It comes from this guy. Yep. So I took out the harness, took out the sword and the axe. So the only pieces from Revelations He-Man that I used would be the shield and the smaller forearm protectors or gauntlets. So I bought 2 of these and took out the accessories, especially the forearm gauntlets, to somehow make it look like this more standard version of He-Man, the one that I grew up on. So I have a classic version and I have a more up-to-date Revelations version, but with a flavor of the classic. What happened to my 40th anniversary He-Man action figure? I sold it because somehow I like this better and I play with this one more compared to the 40th anniversary version. So I just sold that action figure. And this is my 2 recent acquisitions for a He-Man action figure, Viking He-Man and Battle Armor He-Man, which I also reviewed in this channel, stock version. Okay, so let's start with Viking He-Man changes. So I took off the chest harness, so that's a different chest harness, and instead of those shoulder armor and the cape that I put on this action figure, so I already had a version, a kit-bashed version of King Grayskull, and I used this chest harness and this cape and fur extensions on the cape, which comes from McFarlane DC Multiverse Shazam, the Infected. Okay, so those are the origins of these brown pieces, the cape. So somehow this complements the action figure better instead of a very thin shoulder chest harness. I mean, power swords are just going to be the same with the exclusion of the battle axe. Okay, so what else did I do to this action figure? So I did a arm swap. So the arms on this action figure belongs to the Battle Armor He-Man. So nothing really fancy, just subject the action figure to hair dryer, high heat, and pop those forearms off and attach it to the other action figure or transfer it to the other action figure. Battle Armor He-Man. So changes. So I used the head unit that came with the Viking He-Man, the alternate head unit. So this is a free head unit that I could possibly use with other action figures. Okay, so the arms are new on this action figure from the Viking He-Man. So I just explained a while ago with regards to the Viking He-Man, the changes on it. So these are the Viking He-Man arms. So the addition to the arms are going to be the Revelation forearm guards. So those forearm guards comes from He-Man Revelations. The axe standard issued from this battle armor He-Man action figure, and instead of having a interchangeable battle damage thingy, I did not opt for it. So that is already a piece that is glued onto the chest, so I don't need those extra pieces or gimmick. Okay, so the last addition to this action figure would be the scabbard or weapon storage for the power sword. So nothing really fancy. This comes from G.I. Joe Classified Series Python Patrol Cobra Officer. So the Cobra logo is even still there, slightly visible. So that's for weapon storage for this guy. And instead of having a shield that is already redundant, because we already have nice forearm guards and we have a nice suit of armor in this action figure. Somehow this looks more close to the one that I played with when I was a kid. So just reminiscent or nostalgia factor. That's why I built this action figure. So if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.